You talk about there's no place you'd rather be in the world than round the Hanks dinner table with your kids, fighting just the right amount, laughing a lot, and basically being in love with each other. And you describe that's how we want to think that you exist. Then we
all do, don't we?
We hear about Brian. We hear about Brian Grazer saying you got to cast Tom Hanks because the world wants to save Tom Hanks. And then you hear this idyllic. You've got a great work ethic. You couldn't make it on Friday. You bothered to come here on the way to the airport. You're on Graham's show. You give in all the time. You're a total pro.
I show up on time. I know my lines.
You know your lines. All that kind of stuff.
Idea.
Hurry up and wait. We know how acting is. Where's this come from? Where's this goodness come from? Again, our little mythical chef friend, he said, it's like you've made a contract with yourself to guarantee to get into heaven.
There was a time. My parents got divorced when I was really young, and there was a time where it was just myself, my brother, my sister, and my dad, and we were living in a very small apartment in one of these complexes that just went to the horizon. There were like 14 buildings, and we were in building 2, apartment 114. It was pristine when we moved in, and it was a god-awful wreck by the time we left because there were only 3 feral kids. And you would have thought that would have been, we were neglected. We were like latchkey kids. Our diets were terrible because we cooked for ourselves. There wasn't a pot of soup that we did not burn that boiled over onto the stove, so it smelled like burnt tomato soup. You would have thought that we were kind of like lone wolves, lonely kids. All we did was laugh. We just carried on. My brother is one of the most hilarious people on the planet Earth. My sister bossed us around all the time. My dad was never home because he was working in the restaurant business. So we were left to ourselves, but we were not evil kids. We were not breaking rules. We would much rather come up with some goofy laughs, and we did. And we'd run around the neighborhood, but then come home and be together and just crack each other up as we were going. And I remember it as being 2.5 years of the most fun that I'd ever had, where other people would think, you poor neglected children wearing rags, dirty clothes. Well, that's true. We did, because we just didn't do the laundry that much. There was one time, I'll tell you this, we had to do the laundry ourselves like every Saturday, and we had to do all of the laundry, my dad's laundry, the sheets, all of our stuff. And the laundry, the washing machines and the dryers were up on the 2nd floor. So we had to go all the way down the elevator, go all the way down the hallway, around the mailboxes, into the elevator, and up to the 2nd floor, into the laundry room. And so we were pulling out all the clothes one day, me and my brother, my older brother, Larry. And he said, "Oh, this is too much stuff. Hey, I don't know if I can carry all this stuff myself. So you come behind me and just pick up anything that I might happen to drop. All right?" So he, in the elevator, he dropped something. By the mailboxes, he dropped something. He turned the corner. And by the time I turned the corner to mine, he had dropped something every 3 feet. And he was standing in front of our apartment door, empty-handed.
Yeah!
So that's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff we did. And was I mad? No, it actually made me laugh so hard that I tried to do the same thing to my kids.